Hello, and welcome to this week's edition of Situational Awareness. I'm your host, Mark. I play Glebnor, and I'm joined, as always, by the Chaos Crew. Let's take it around the horn.
Howard playing Toluga.
Rich playing Theo.
Roger playing Arendare.
Ryan playing everyone else.
We did it!
Yay!
The end.
We landed the
Finale.
plane. We landed the plane, gang.
And he's alive.
He's alive.
I made it.
Well, he's in hiding.
Yeah, another like lore finale. I feel like we did that for the last for Arc 3 too, but you know,
Quite a bit.
a lot going on.
Quite a bit.
There's so many side quests in Back Alley.
So, yeah, a lot of people know about Vaguda and Grappa now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're divinators, and in order to calm them down, I had to.
I don't know if that calmed them down.
Not even a little.
Like, heightened their anxiety.
Yeah, I was like, you're finally getting to a tower. Right? I need you guys to be in a tower so you could look at stars and see a big stupid nose coming through space.
Hell yeah.
Kuda and Grappa on their way.
It was really great seeing you guys have like a little feast with Mansa. You guys all dressed up. I love a nice feast session. That's always fun.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The divination dorks going to be able to tell me if I ask timeline on Vaguda and Grappa?
Possibly, yes. That is going to be the subject of their research.
Yeah, after much studying.
Yep.
I'm imagining because Myra's like vision
Blank
came
out.
after they saw Vaguda and Grappa, that they're the ones basically bringing
The darkness.
the darkness. Well, if what they want to do
Dissolve.
comes, then
Dissolve.
then that's what will happen.
What was the other levels? I'm a humble
Suze.
Hold on, I gotta go through the notes. They're so dumb.
So much goo notes.
I have like a whole page of goo notes.
I got a hot date with Phaedra.
We gotta
in the
get you some.
library.
Yep.
We gotta get you some separators for your
Flags.
like an index.
Yep.
I got flags.
You got flags.
I got flags. I use the thing for this.
Keep it going.
All right, so at the top is the Shoth, followed by the Orots, and below them the Oths, and finally the humble Suze.
What are Vaguda and Grappa?
You'll have to wait and find out.
Oh boy.
I've put them a little bit higher up.
They're saying elites. I mean, ooze elites.
Yeah, I'm so ready for our stupid Saiyan arc. I'm like, I can't wait.
That's gonna be
Hell
ridiculous.
yeah.
Yeah.
What about Gradits or Goodits?
I don't think I'm gonna do a Graditz, only because I don't want to give you like a straight up brother.
Yeah.
I think just two pieces of shit oozes show up is very funny to me.
Plus, if you give me a Graditz, then we have to pull in some kind of Piccolo character.
Yeah.
We all know how you feel about Piccolo.
Whack!
I'm not giving Mark an opportunity to make fun of an NPC that is the stand-in for Piccolo, so I'm skipping it. How about that?
I like how much Mansa just loves us now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mansa was always going to be the easier sell. The wizards are the real problem in this city.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on with them.
they kind of
also
like
trashed.
the Littlefinger and
Yeah.
what's that guy? The fat guy's name?
Varys.
Varys, yeah.
They're like those guys.
Yeah, he
Basically
basically
pulling the strings behind the curtains.
Mansa's just kind of surrounded by advisors at all times.
Monsters the Robert Baratheon.
Yeah, he's just trying to hang out and
Get
fuck a
gored
dragon.
by a boar.
Yeah.
You guys have,
bored with his wife, his hot wife,
yeah. I'm so sorry.
Bull's hot husband.
hot husband.
Yep.
Who now might have the hots from Toluga.
Yeah.
Definitely. Ever since we made his fucking lover look like a chump.
Poor Greg.
Oh, Greg.
Go
Hey,
shovel
fuck
fucking
Greg.
cow shit, you asshole.
Sure, Greg's gonna
It was
meet some type of end.
It was so easy to get you guys to hate Greg. Like
You just had to say his name.
the minimal prodding.
Yeah.
You guys are like, I hate
the
Greg.
same crew that hated a guy named Chester.
Yeah, they don't like anyone. That's just not true. You guys swing two ways. Either you immediately love a character or you immediately hate them.
Yeah. Toluga likes an animal that says that it will eat children. but
Innocent children.
Hates a man named Greg.
What? It's a bullet. That's what they do.
Bullet.
Because it pisses off Greg.
That's
if
what
I
it
pronounce.
That's what it does.
Shout out.
Who am I to stop it from eating children that it wants?
Innocent children.
But I kill zealots, and no, that can't
Yeah,
happen.
because you're not a bullet.
Technically.
You're smarter than one. Hopefully.
Shout out our number one YouTube commenter, Variant Mouse. I hope you enjoyed your little stupid NPC I made for you.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it's like a little shitty mouse, but
With a big brain.
with a big brain.
Hey, he's not shitty. He's running a whole crime syndicate.
I'm running a whole operation.
He's like a Don.
Yeah. I'm Don Mouse. Hey.
DVM.
Yeah. But yeah, I like the idea of like a little mouse is running a bar full of snakes. I thought that'd be funny.
It's perfect.
Yeah. I better get that Jake the Snake t-shirt in the
Oh
mail.
yeah, that's true. It'll be
Same.
shipped
Patches.
out. Yep. Jake. Oh. I always like doing a guard that is just like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like always a fun.
I'm just big.
Yeah, big dumb guy. Hey, hey. Yeah, there's always like I've made these guys bouncers before, but there's like a Yuan Ti thing. It's like called like a Mason or something like that. But it is just like a buff guy with a snake head, and it makes me laugh every time I look at it. So I keep throwing it into stuff. But yeah, I think I wanted to kind of drop that like there is a way to get your Underdark army from Sloobel Drip.
Dude, there's so much Underdark access.
There's a lot of Underdark access, but you can get them. I mean, it's like it's not going to be easy. Like I was going to say, it's not going to be easy for most armies, but for an army on spiders, it actually probably wasn't that hard at all. But you're going to need kind of someone managing
Supply line?
supply lines.
As Susan.
Yes, as Susan's tutelage kind of let you guys know. It's an important part of it. But yeah, I kind of wanted to give you guys like, okay, if you guys want, you can deal with the criminal element that kind of run the underground part of Bodkali because they can help you get your army here. But, you know, we'll see. You guys, I think, are kind of a long way away, I hope, from needing them. But I wanted to kind of lay the groundwork for transporting your giant spider army in the future.
It helps.
Yeah. This was
Get
kind
that
of like,
squared away already is going to be less of stuff we have to worry about later.
yeah.
So
This kind of stuff is actually like, to me, harder to DM than like crazy combat stuff. Because like keeping track of all the different motivations of all these like plotting wizards and stuff is a lot. And there's so many fucking subplots going on in this upcoming arc.
Yeah, I already don't like the evocation guys.
yeah. I want to know why they were following me.
Mm-hmm.
Kobolds have their fire magic back.
Yeah. So, I mean, you guys kind of figured that out from Jakat that a lot of the fire worshippers get their magic back.
But we weren't 100%
Yeah.
if that was a real god or if it was Gendry's fucking loose dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. So now Yarno is, I mean, he was planning on eventually meeting up with you guys anyway, but I mean, he got fire magic overnight basically. So him and some of his kobolds kind of made their way toward Bodkali to figure out what's going on here. I figured that like Maggie, because we kind of described her as having a pretty broad spy network across Iona, it made sense to me that she'd have people inside the city already. A lot of like the scrap trade goes through Bodkali into the Underdark. So I think that kind of made sense. But yeah, I also just missed being Yarno. So I was like, it's time to get him back in town. Yeah, and you guys will find, I mean, once again, for the listening audience, these guys have not played part 4 of the
Gourd Shorts?
The Gourd Shorts yet. So,
Up to this point, yeah.
Yarno is in the city for lots of reasons, but he's got stuff going on. So I kind of purposely didn't have Yarno catch up them on what his other operation is in the city because he has a lot to talk to Yarno about already anyway. And then it kind of went right into the variant mail stuff. So, but yeah, we got a juicy next arc coming up. That's like kind of the halfway point. You guys are all.
You say that
I don't believe you.
I mean, what was that episode? What episode was that? We're like
50.
50?
You were like 50
No,
when you
it's
said
over,
that's
we're
like-
over 50.
No, we're over 50, but like it was, you mentioned it after 50. We're a little bit of the halfway point now.
I just,
We're not doing this in 100. I don't know why.
it seems so clean though. I know you guys have so many things to kill before we get to
Have
that
you
point.
not
man.
seen the to-do list?
I mean, if you
No.
actually have eyes on Vaguda and Grappa, then that should be coming probably after the end or at the end of the next arc, probably.
Getting
If
there.
we're lucky. And then there's a host of demon lords.
Yep.
Yep,
The
there's a
vulture
lot.
one.
There's a
the
lot.
kobold.
Yeah.
Maybe the spider one. We don't know yet.
Yeah, you get the Knolls are going to be a problem. You got to deal with the Knoll army. They're a whole thing.
Oh, yeah.
We gotta kill Strife. I'm assuming the other things too.
Yep,
like
the two gods of
war
death.
and
Plus, if
Pestilence.
Quintarius can't stop stealing gets his way, there's going to be a fucking mummy lord we got to deal with.
Very true.
we don't
very
know
true.
that. Maybe might be another bullet in town.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, that is a thing that can happen from the bean table, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm gonna bean it up on this last.
There's another boule freaking in town.
Um,
Eating children.
Innocent children.
Yeah. Oh, they
Women
have to be
and
innocent.
children.
They have to be
Innocent women and children.
Just innocent ones.
yeah, it was so hard writing Arndir off because you just fit so well with this group, and your motivations really were just like be a servant of Blueblade. So like, I probably should have like
Yeah,
come
once they talked me off of that very just aggressive, trigger happy
yeah.
ledge.
Also, I love the idea of you and Petch just in the middle of Magria, just you two hanging
Eating
out,
glizzies.
eating glizzies.
Having some big slurp.
Big slurps.
Big slurp.
Bleeberries.
I hope
Playing
Pesh
FIFA.
makes him fill out like an application.
Does a whole interview process.
Man, if you're gonna work here, Arnold, you gotta fill out the application.
You gotta spell your name right, Arnold.
I mean, obviously, I've said it before. My big grand plan for the end of this campaign is I want to have an endgame style thing where all of our guests come back.
Hell yeah.
So I feel like Arendir, it's so cleanly set up for you to come back Fat Thor style. Just be full of glizzies with a huge sword. That's my dream.
Oh my god.
Watch his great weapon master work then.
Yeah. Only
Just-
when he's got the power of glizzies.
I got one off of the skeleton.
You did get one real clean one
It
off.
took
Yeah.
an action surge.
It
Yeah,
was fucking insane how, without fail, every time he tried to
Man.
swing on great weapon master,
I have
miss,
plus.
and
I
then
have +9 to hit.
the second
and-
he abandons it, it hits.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Sometimes feats just get wonky on you. I don't know. That was a strange one.
I blame the digital dice.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're rigged.
I wish we could do in regular dice, but I
Yeah.
just know it'd be such a nightmare for Chris to edit all that audio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we talked to you about like adding a fake digital dice sound too, but it'd be so many. You guys do. I make you guys roll so much.
No, that's a lot.
It's nonstop clicking and clacking.
And honestly, like picking out all the music and sound effects is already so much work every week for this. So I don't know if I wanted to add all that to the mix, but yeah, Arndir had a great run.
I know we're gonna miss you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
Died.
this so far you had the
Died, came back to life.
like the most insane combat so far have happened in R4. I mean, obviously that's kind of how the game works. Like you progress into crazier and crazier fights, but yeah, like crazy Knoll Village attack, the truck fight,
Truck fight.
Bounty Hunter.
bounty hunter, the fire pit, like
Bone wave.
Bone wave.
yeah, Arndir had a good run of big fights.
Yeah.
Coliseum we just did where we ran house on skeletons.
Yep. So yeah, I mean, I think that the kind of the thing here is they're going to basically send a soul coin to Corellis. That's a fake. And when Corellis decides to revivify that coin to figure out what happened to Arendir, they will discover it's a fake. So you guys have a bit before you probably should try to get to the elves, maybe smooth this whole situation over. So that'll probably be coming down the pipeline in terms of arcs. I think we're ready for the elves.
You put it on my list.
Yeah.
What's gonna come out of the coin when they revivify it?
A bullet.
I think I was thinking about like how
Just a snake.
I was thinking about how you would do it, and I thought it'd be kind of funny since we are in like a big wizard city. If basically someone makes like a simulacrum of Arendir out of like, and then they kill it so it turns into a coin. And then yeah, basically like they'll revive the coin. It's a simulacrum. Eventually it'll fade away, and then they realize they don't have the real Arendir. So,
I thought you were going to say when they revivify it, it's just a pile of snow.
That's probably also a funny way to do it. Yeah, but I was thinking that might be a cool way of doing it. They might just send a straight up like forged coin, and then Revivify just does nothing to it. We'll let Variant Mouse decide how that operation works out. Yeah, we got a little bit of a tidbit that there is a mother brain somewhere in Badkali.
Oh, it's in Botkali?
No.
Well, it looks like it's in Badkali.
Oh, God.
Obviously, you know, anytime there's mind flares, there's an elder brain around somewhere.
We gotta go kill that.
Ugh.
Whoa, you're gonna kill my big brain?
When are mind flayers good?
They're not.
Probably have to fight Anton again.
You never played Metroid?
By the time we fight him again, if we're one level up, I don't think he stands anywhere near a chance at this point.
Hopefully, it doesn't have all those. It doesn't have
Gadgets.
that
What was
dog
it?
and
I get full punches now.
ice hound dog.
Like, I'm actually doing damage.
I know.
Plus, if Dave O ever gets working on those Wolverine claws.
That is true. You guys are due for a stop at the Fire Temple at some point in Bodkali. Dave-O is working hard at work, making you some bone claws. I still have to homebrew them, but we'll figure them out.
Bone claws are ready.
Got you
Dave-O! Dave-O!
It's a lot of work. You call me Dave.
Just call him Dave.
Not one of my better NPCs, but I think a funny one.
Amazing.
That shit killed me.
You know who's
Very
going to love
memorable.
Dave-O? Tom.
I feel like Tom will love Dave-O.
His name's Dave.
Yeah. I mean, I think probably Tom may be our next guest, possibly.
Possibly.
We got a lot of work to do. I mean, I like to try to basically every other arc will probably be having a guest if I can figure that out. So you guys will be on your lonesomes again next week.
Oh boy, full chaos.
I know. I think they got way too comfortable having warding bond plus your action surge attacks and
Who got comfortable?
your
Sentinel
second
sword.
wind sentinel sword. Get all that shit out of here. I'm done with it.
I think our god got comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did nothing for us.
I barely
I
have
sentinel sword
I've
a bunch.
barely scratched the O in like hours. It's been so long since I've touched
The last time was on the
the
truck.
truck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna come at you again. I shot fucking 1,000,000 skeleton arrows at you. Just most of them missed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have
They
warned
were
Bone took half of
skeletons,
them.
and they were scared.
Yeah, that was dumb.
Yeah, that only got me down to like 55 HP. So
I gotta start swinging
Oh,
harder.
that's like my cap.
We got to take a nap.
The two skeletons that got nat ones in that episode, I liked to think that those were the two that were made into the chair, and I told them to unionize, and that was
They
didn't
they're the
wanna-
ones that are unionizing.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what's happening with my skeletal union.
They're quite quitting.
You got a nat 20, which
Loren's not gonna
really
like that.
annoys me. Yeah, Lorenz is already having a tough enough time.
Yeah.
Good.
But I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to ruin. I have a plan with that whole thing, though.
All right.
I mean, I'll talk to you about it.
they'll
but-
be scheming. Don't you worry. We get one more session to record today, gentlemen. So, Mark, if you wouldn't mind taking us out.
Hey, everybody. Barry Mouse, I'm looking at you. Hope you liked it. Anywho, be like Variant Mouse. Run a criminal enterprise. Rate, review, and subscribe. And as always, we got a temple.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to go there and sleep. I need to sleep. Good night.
Bye.
Keep it dicey.
This has been a Business Shark production.